What's up, everyone? Welcome to this day in Philly sports history for November 25th, 2022. Hope everyone had a nice and relaxing, enjoyable time with their family and friends for this Thanksgiving. I know I did. Didn't do so hot on our Thanksgiving teaser bet. We actually would have won all of the legs if Buffalo we got killed by the hook. So we had Buffalo minus 3.5. We had the Cowboys, I believe it was +4, and the Patriots +8.5. I'm sorry, the Cowboys -4, and we lost the Buffalo game by 3. So not too shabby though. I did put a wager on. I took the Lions +9.5, so that came in. Took Brazil to beat, did a two-team teaser. I did Portugal to win and Brazil to beat Ghana by, or no, it wasn't Ghana. I forget who they were playing, but win by a goal and a half. And they won 2-0. So we got that. Get more into the USA England game later on in this episode, but want to go back to one of the more bizarre seasons in recent Eagles history. We're going to go back to this day, November 25th in 2018. The Eagles won 25-22 over the Giants, and it was their fifth straight win against the Giants. But what this did was kind of started them on a streak of winning 5 of their last 6 games and getting them back into the wild card. So they came into the game 4-6, and this was the year that after they won the Super Bowl. So Wentz was still hurt with his knee. Nick Foles started. They struggled to come out of the gate. They just looked lost the entire season. And then once Carson came back, he started to get in somewhat of a rhythm. But they just looked. It was just a weird, completely opposite of what they did the year before. But they beat the Giants 25-22. Giants jumped out early 12-0. Then they were up 19-3. I definitely remember being at this game. Wentz did get it together, though. Went 20 for 28, 236 yards and a touchdown. Zach Ertz caught 7 for 91 and that touchdown. Jake Elliott hit 3 field goals, including the game winner with 22 seconds left. And what this did, this was interesting. The Eagles and the Giants, after this, their rivalry was tied. It was 86-2. So there for a while, the Eagles were up, and then the Giants were up, and then the Eagles were back up, and I think the Giants took the lead. So this tied it back up 86-2. For those of you keeping score at home, it is 90-88-2 now in favor of the Eagles. And I really think, for my money, yeah, we have the Cowboys rivalry, but I think this is why I tend to feel the Giants are the Eagles' biggest rival. One, because of the geographic location of them, but two, it's just I feel like they're more evenly matched, and they have always battled back and forth. And there's been times where the Eagles have been really good and the Giants have been really bad, and vice versa. But for whatever reason, those teams always play tough against each other. So this day in 2018, Eagles beat the Giants 25-22. And again, that was one of the most bizarre seasons, because then a couple weeks later, they shut down Carson Wentz because his back had been hurting all year, and Nick Foles came in and kind of led his Nick Foles magic. And if you remember, that was the double doink year when they went in and former Eagle Cody Parkey double doinked the game-winning field goal in Chicago. And then they went down to New Orleans, and in my opinion, should have won that game, but it was the one where Alshon just dropped the pass. It was very uncharacteristic of him at that time, and that was, I don't know. Like, if they pull that game off and win, who knows if they go back out to LA and win again? Because then I feel at that point there would have been some magic. So who knows? You could go make the argument either way, but I don't know. If they'd have pulled that off, it would have been some real magic going on. But again, this day in 2018, the Eagles beat the Giants 25-22, and even their all-time record with the Giants at 86-2. Got the Sixers versus the Magic tonight. Flyers Penguins tonight. I think they play this evening, actually. But the big game today is United States versus England in soccer. And England is one of the better teams in the world. They're one of the few teams that I think have a shot to win the World Cup this year. So it's definitely going to be a test. I think a draw would be a major, major victory for the United States. I'm not sure if they have that in them. I do think if you're going to bet on it, I do like the United States plus a goal and a half. It is juicy, though. It's minus 165. I don't really like to pay that kind of juice, so I might put it in a parlay with one of the other games going on. But hopefully, United States, they come out and do with the same thing they did back in 1776 and beat the crap out of England. So, USA, let's go. Have yourselves a Friday. Be safe if you're going out there shopping. I don't want to see you on the news fighting people over some toy at Target, but enjoy yourselves. We're going to Thanksgiving part 2 of 3 today with my in-laws, so that should be fun. But again, have a Friday, and until next time, I'll see you when I see you.